This ain't my business, but
it is my business.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Nesto the Dunn coming out this Ratchet City where they got all the motion.
Yo, what up, man? This your boy PTB Ugly, the voice of the Ratchet City.
And I beat him, he beat me. Jabba Jaws, OG Jabba Jaws on Instagram, Jabba Jaws on Facebook. Google me, I ain't hard to find. Jabba Jaws Shreveport.
And it's another episode of That Ain't My Business.
But let's talk about it. Yeah, we gonna talk about it, man. We gonna start from the
trail. Let's get it,
man. We got a living legend in the building.
I wouldn't call it a living legend. I call it more like, because legendary mean you finished.
That's why I said living legend.
Nah, he's the El Capitan,
the Godfather.
The Godfather.
Of the Shreveport music and radio scene.
Not just that, entertainment. Period.
It's all love, baby. We get in where we fit in.
You heard me?
All right, so we gonna start at the beginning of your journey. What neighborhood you grew up in Shreveport?
I'm from the bottom to the top. Yeah. Ledbetter Heights, aka BXBZ. Moved to Moortown, and I've been in every neighborhood. If it's good in the hood, represent. I can go to all of them.
Yeah, and I see you have so much structure. Was you raised in a one-parent household or a two-parent household?
One-parent household. Miss Susie's son.
So where you get all that structure and that discipline from?
From my mama.
Yeah.
For real. For real.
Come on, man.
So you've been a voice of Shreveport radio for over 20 years. What started you DJing and broadcasting?
Honestly, man, when I first started, my brother's partner was in the military and he came back home in the late 70s, man. I was a little kid. And I was intrigued by, his music, his sound system, this, that, and that. And he came home. That's when rap first got started. He used to let me hear them rap records, man. I used to recite those rap records, and I would go to the party and just recite what I was listening to. And rap hadn't even jumped off in the city, man. So, they used to come to the Y and places like that just to hear me flow. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me before I started DJing. I was a rapper when rap first started. When Sugar Hill was out there, I was out there with him.
So you was one of the original Shreveport rappers?
Yeah.
The first Shreveport rapper.
Was understood, don't have to be explained, and still rapping.
Ooh-wee. You heard him. So that love for hip-hop, even though it hadn't even became major and mainstream yet, what made it captivate you like that?
Well, it was the rhyming. It was the rhyming. Back in the day when we were growing up in school, it was Jack and Jill. I rewrote Jack and Jill. I said Jack and Jill went up a hill to have a little fun. Cool Jack, he got real mad because Jill wouldn't give him none. So he went back down to the bottom of the hill to find Jill $100 bill. And by the time he reached the top, Jabba Jaws got her and freaked her out. All night long.
So what did the name Jabba Jaws come from, and what does it mean to you?
Jabba Jaws is a name that was given to me by my middle school coach, Coach Fred Moss from Bethune Middle School. When he first gave me the name, fellas, I didn't like the name.
Yeah.
Then you know how somebody call you something and everybody laugh and you get upset? Mm-hmm. That's how it all started. They kept teasing me around Bethune, man, about the name Jabba Jaws, Jabba Jaws. And I didn't like the name and it just stuck with me, man. It was God's plan.
Word.
That's where it come from. A lot of people say they did this. Coach Fred Moss.
Yeah. The name that you ain't like at first, now is nationally known.
Worldwide. Google me, I pop up. Jabba Jaws Shreveport.
You hear me? For real. It's crazy. So when when did you officially start DJing and like the transition from rapping going into DJing? Like when did you know you really wanted to just DJ and it just ping?
In the early 80s, man, between 80 and 81, like I said, I used to go to the party with my partner Glenn Davis, a.k.a. Valentino. That's when the YMCA on Hearn was the lick. You see what I'm saying? And I used to go and he used to have me rapping. When I first started, fella, I was just going to help him carry his equipment. Mm-hmm. And then he let me get on the microphone. I wasn't trying to spin no music or nothing. I was just hanging out, trying to pick up $2, $3, carrying some speakers and helping him load his equipment, this, that, and that. And started rapping. Like I said, I was listening to different raps and going back rewriting them. You know how we do to this day?
To this day.
And I was rewriting. When I go to the party, he'll say, man, say something on the mic. He'll drop a little beat and I'll bust a little rhyme, and it just grew from there, man. We started with a group called Music Lovers Incorporated. My partner, Dennis Glass, a.k.a. Casanova, R.I.P., Don Juan, Scooter Man. I mean, not the young Scooter Man. Back in the day, we had a homeboy named Scooter Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's back in the 80s.
Shout out to Scooter Man Pro.
Yeah, one love, Scooter. You already know what's understood, don't have to be explained. And we just went from there, man. People started booking us to do their parties. We had the Wild on Hearn lockdown. Then we went to Progressive Men's Club and all other spots, and it never stopped.
So the Y been going hard for a little minute.
Yeah, the Y was going hard. After the Soul Bowl, the building wasn't big enough.
Cause I heard y'all making that bag off the Y.
Yeah, man, because after hey, say, look, all the way up to I was in high school. Yeah, the Y been going down.
When I was in high school.
Oh, the Y was still popping?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That was the first time I saw Hurricane was at the Y.
Yeah, we started
the Y.
We started the Y, man. They wouldn't let us go anywhere else, man. And we was trying to get them off the street. Mm-hmm. We actually started throwing backyard parties, man. My mama used to let us use the backyard. We used to charge $1, $2. Sometimes we have free parties way back in the Gap. And I'm talking about this him back in 1979, 80.
Well, it was safe. You can't do that now.
Well, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Just don't invite nobody under 35.
Oh, that's what it is?
That's what it is. I'm just being real.
I think you be hating on them youngins.
No, I hang with them. They love me.
Well, it's all about the structure.
Yeah.
And let me tell you one thing a lot of people get away from. Promoters be trying to take the cheap route out. And when I say that, man, in order to keep the peace, you got to hire the police. And guess what?
Yeah.
And keep the police off of you, you got to hire the police.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
So, who were your biggest influence growing up on the mic or behind the turntables?
Back in the day, behind the turntables, there was this guy called Dr. Rock from K104 way back in the day. Dr. Rock, first person I seen rock them turntables the way he rocked them, man. They called him Dr. Rock. Back in the day, he stopped doing radio. He was working for the Tom Joyner radio show and the Tom Joyner Foundation, but he's one of the baddest brothers ever, man. We actually got him to come to Shreveport and rock one of the parties we had, man. I mean, he was live on the radio. This him back in the 80s, going live on the radio on Saturday night. And he had people driving down to the Texas line just to hear him on the radio. We used to ride down to the Texas line far as we can go till we can pick up K104 and park.
That's crazy.
All right.
How long did it take for Shreveport to get a hip-hop radio station?
Hip-hop first radio station was in 1999, 2000. I started that.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital. I had my leg amputated. You know, I can take this off and sit it on the table.
Yeah.
I don't be faking. One thing I ain't gonna do is lie. Then y'all say keep it real?
Keep it real.
Let's keep it real then.
I know that right.
Man, we out here 5150. I love this shit. Hey, look.
Man,
Hey.
real talk. I was in the hospital. Let me tell you how God got it, man. You know, that's my source. Because when I was in the hospital, the owner of the radio station, Kerry Kemp, and he had a friend of his who passed, R.I.P. to Murray Franks, they came to visit me while I was in the hospital when I had my leg amputated in 1999. My wife was pregnant with my son. And
hold on, Jab, golly, you still making babies?
Come on, man, this is 1999. Yeah. And what happened was, he came and he told me that they was gonna launch a station in 2000.
Yeah.
And asked me what I'd be interested in. I couldn't even walk. I'm gonna tell y'all how 3 Feet got in the game. Let's jump right to it.
Yeah.
3 Feet was hanging with my nephew M. And I didn't even have a leg. My leg had just got cut off. And they hired me to work at the radio station. That means I needed transportation to get there, somebody to take me around and go here and go there. I hired 3 Feet to be my driver.
Yeah.
That's how 3 Feet got in the game.
And I noticed something, even with your story and his story, there's a lot of what they called paying dues from carrying records. Or like even you say you hired him, but he basically paying dues to building his way to where he actually ended up getting.
That's right. God's plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once they launched the station, man, I was going down on crutches. I wasn't even walking, fellas. I had just got out the hospital.
What station it was?
That was 103.7 The Beat, KBTT.
Yeah. It's crazy. It is history. It's crazy. Because I remember 99.7.
even back then, I was on 99.7, but 99.7 wasn't a full hip hop station.
Yeah.
99.7 played some of everything. But when they launched the first hip hop station, it was 103.7 The Beat.
Oh, okay.
I was on 99.7 back in the day with Daddy Roll, DJ Daryl, and all those cats. And it was a more of R&B, just a little dab of hip hop. They were real picky about the certain hip hop records that you play. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you find it interesting that, like how you were saying, it was more R&B than hip hop, but now it's hard to even get an R&B record up on radio unless it got like a hip hop sound to it.
That's right.
It's crazy.
It all depends, though.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, never say never.
Yeah, you know, if you got a name or if it's just a smash hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the culture, man. It's the culture. And now y'all have so many avenues of getting your music out there, man. You have so many different ways to where you don't have to depend on radio to get your music out. It's all about what you put in now. Back in the day, man, it was nothing but radio. We didn't have all these different avenues of media. We didn't have all the different TV stations, the video station, this, that, and that. Back in the day, when we were coming up, it was 3, 6, and 12.
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I wouldn't have made
In
it.
radio, you didn't have, you got, man, so many different stations now and so many avenues on social media and what you all done with podcasts, this, that, and that, to the point where back then we didn't have all that.
Because I remember my aunt told me, she said the TV used to cut off at a certain time.
That's right.
Now there's so many channels, you can't even, it's hard to find what you want to watch.
Man, you can't even keep up, bro.
The TV cut off.
Yeah. At 12 o'clock, man, they played a little song and the TV went off.
You know what? Look, listen. Hold on. I'm not that old. Hey, look, y'all. I'm not that old. But I forgot.
I'm not that old neither. How old you think I am?
Man, you about 50. I give you 50.
Thank you, brother.
Already. I remember you watching TV and at a certain time of night, the screen would just go.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
you don't
what we
remember
talking
that?
about. Yeah.
It's
You know?
for my time.
Why you got more gray hair than me then if you don't remember that?
In my life.
Damn.
Keep on living.
Keep on living. God damn.
So,
on, man.
what made you start being an entrepreneur and open like Lil J's and more in the rest of your businesses?
Well, just sitting back and observing, watching other people, man. I grew up, like I said, in the bottom when we moved to Motown, but back in the day we had this record shop called Stan's. It was right there on Texas Street. It's called Stan's.
Yeah.
And Stan's Record, man, it inspired me to want to do a record shop and get into business. But for us, the entertainment and promotion, man, I had to give credit to a white guy by the name of John Wilson. When he first came here, he was the general manager of KMJJ 99.7.
Yeah.
That's when it was a small station. They took it to a 50,000 watt station with the marketing and promotions. And he kind of took me under his arms and kind of helped me get into the game and showed me the game. At the end of the day, it's business.
Yeah. And I keep going back to back then, because now I hear a lot of people saying that people be gatekeeping, don't nobody want to show them the way. Like, what changed to people to start feeling like that? Or they just ain't in touch with the right people?
That's what it is. Can't nobody hold you down.
Well, God got for you.
That's it. You said it. Go at the source, man. But what it is, a lot of time we get discouraged and we give up and quit. And quitters never win, winners never quit. If it's going to be easy for everybody, then everybody would do it. I tell promoters that want to get into this entertainment game and invest in their money, they get upset when they don't lose money and don't have money to do what you say. My thing is, if it's a win-win-win, then everybody would do it.
Yeah. True that.
Same thing with the music game. If it's a win-win-win, then everybody would do it.
Well, they trying now.
Yeah, it's so many avenues for you to do it. Now you go worldwide. You can go viral right now.
Sure
This subject to go viral.
we just went viral. I'll be real, we just went viral. I'm gonna tell you what I started to do. When you did that, and God forgive me, but when you did that, I started to get my black ass up and go and get his daddy leg. Rest in peace to the big homie Jimmy. I started to go get Nesto daddy leg and put that some bitch right there next to
When he
yours.
did that, all I could think, I would hate to get on jail bad side, because this look like a dangerous weapon.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Okay, so a lot of these names I'm finna throw out there, a lot of people don't know the platform they laid out for the DJs now. Because I don't think the DJs understand and know about Doc Cooley and DJ Darryl.
Legends.
Like them people were legends when it came to DJing. I remember the Pink House.
That's right.
You heard
Doc Cooley, DJ Darryl, Jazzy Jeff. They go on and on, man. There's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them.
See what I'm saying? And a lot of them still in the game.
It's
believe
crazy.
it or not.
For real?
Yes.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I remember the Pink House.
Spike Mike, I can just go on and on. Doc Cooley was probably one of the baddest mixers back in our time and our era, man, that could do it. I'm talking about, they started right there at the Y. You know, the Y was a trendsetter, man.
And just for the record, I want y'all to know where that Y located. That Y located on Hearn.
Hearn Avenue, right next to J.S.
Clark Middle School in Lakeside.
Yeah, they done put a library next to it.
You had a time now, brother.
Ooh, Jab. Man, let me tell you.
This motherfucker here.
Jab, let me tell you, man, say, look.
Soon as Jab play that slow song.
But what? I mean, let me tell you something, dog. Man. Say, look, like, on my mama, the reason
Oh, man.
The reason I love Jab so much on my mama because, nigga, I was 8 years old. I ain't nobody knew I knew how to rap. Jab gave me a microphone. I ain't stopped rapping since.
You ain't know you can rap yourself, huh?
I ain't stopped. Nah, I knew I could rap because, all right, Jab, you remember back then when they had cassette tapes, we figured out that you can put paper in top of the tape and you can record on the tape. Blank. Record over it. So they, you know, you'll get the single, and the single had an instrumental on the opposite side.
Yeah, I rap over the instrumental.
So what I used to do was I just used to just rap, and Jab gave me a microphone. I was 8 years old, and I've been rapping ever since. Everywhere I went in Shreveport, wherever Jab was, from the ages of 8 years old until I was all the way up in the ages, Jab would see me and give me a damn microphone.
So Jab, the reason you talk so damn much.
I would get shit.
Shouty. I used to call him Shouty. He used to be bad. He's still bad, but he was a bad little mother back in the day, boy.
Nah, I wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. So let's talk about this.
What we got?
That wall. Let's talk about that.
The wall behind us?
Let's talk about that, man. Them memories there, man.
What's that?
That building.
Oh, y'all had a KoKo.
Yeah, man, what you talking about? Yeah. Come on.
I'm going to tell you about me and God. And I'm not faking. I'm not bragging. I'm not here to toot no horn. I'm just keeping it solid. Y'all say keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Guess who put the whole play together?
I already know. I'm gonna tell you something. Pope gonna tell the truth. Shout out to SRE Pope. Pope gonna tell the truth.
Well,
and Bo Wanky.
Yeah.
Bo
That's
Wanky.
my little brother.
yeah. He was here not too long ago.
Wake up in this thing. Wake up in this hole. What up, Wakey? They got me. You know, I don't do a whole lot of interviews. You know, I don't do no videos. I don't have time. It's not that I really don't have time. I just don't care to do it because it's more negativity than positivity. Yeah. And I don't have time to entertain that. You see what I'm saying? And I was telling the little homie this before we even came on. The reason I'm sitting here right now is because of relationships, and I respect his hustle. I respect your brother hustle when he was in the music game trying to get out there. He stayed humble. He did what we asked him to do, and of course he probably didn't jump off the way he wanted to jump off. But I've been knowing you, like you said, ever since you was a little boy. And then sometimes, I follow my heart, man. Yeah. And I told him the reason I'm doing this interview, because a whole lot of people want me to do them. It's not that I'm all that. I just don't care to do that. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And one of my partners called me from California and asked me about him. He told me it's real. Now, I didn't know the hell he was. I said, man, I don't know him. He said,
you better not say my real name, boy.
He said, well, call this number, Jabba. This is one of my homeboys in California. Yeah. He said, call this number, man, and fill him out. If you don't know him, we not fucking with him. Just keeping it real. Yeah. That's a little situation with Juvenile. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
And I called the number. I still didn't know who he was. Then he told me, he said, man, this who? I said, who? He said, man, this. I said, man. I initially text my people and I sent him a screenshot of the text, right or wrong. I said, yeah, he's solid. He good. Yeah. Roll with him. Yeah. And that's how they roll.
Already. That's how they're supposed to go.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I tell people relationships will take your places money can't.
Money can't, for real.
Yeah, and I'm proud of y'all, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real, for real. I'm
And-
saying, and I appreciate you for playing my record.
Yeah.
know what
You
I'm
got a
saying?
hot record. I told you need to surface that record. Y'all sent me a Southern Soul record, what, 2-3 years ago?
Yep.
And guess what? Southern Soul and Lion Dance is the biggest music out there right now.
Yeah,
Did I tell you to resurface that record? Did I not?
Yeah, you told me. You told me.
It ain't it crazy how styles and how the times change. At one point in time, it was looked down upon to be so-called country. Now that's
Yeah.
the thing to be.
Come on, man. Beyonce put it out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
my
before
mama.
Beyonce. I used to tell guys, this is a true story, man. All right, Peter, my big brother, Clarence Sparrows, a.k.a. Cat Daddy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Cat Daddy.
Cat Daddy was playing the Southern Soul and Blues back in the day, man. I used to be in the studio with him. And when he passed, I wasn't even into Southern Soul and Blues like talking about it. I love music. But after Cat Daddy passed, the management at the station asked me if I would come over there and do the show because they wanted somebody that could continue to entertain the audience. When I went over there, man, I did it in memory of Cat Daddy, keep the memory and legacy alive. But then I got to listening to it. I said, okay. I was telling people before it even happened, fellas, I'm not making this up. Southern Soul is the new rap game.
Yeah.
You want to know what's crazy, Jab? One thing I can say about my little brother, this how I know music is in our blood, right?
This
What?
Jewberry calling me now.
Okay, then we gotta get Jewberry on here. That's all my mama talk about. Boy, Jewberry,
I'ma
you
call
spin
you
the record. Boy, Jewberry had
That's my
that
brother,
thing
man.
jumping.
Yeah, that's my brother for real.
But he been told me like what Nestor would do because I got a song called LMEDP, right?
You don't want to hear it, Jab.
Yeah, Jab, you a love to hear, bro.
Nah.
Jab, you got to hear this shit.
Nah.
I didn't. No,
Just MP3 it to me.
listen. Reason being, Jab, the reason I'm bringing this up because I've been able to rap most of my life. Over 85% of my life, I've been able to rap. But I ain't know I knew how to make music till Nesto come to me and say, look, I bet you can't do this. So after I did the LMEDP, he doubled back. He said, you could rap, but with your age, he said, make a trail ride song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He brought me a trail.
And I'm gonna give you an example.
And I played that Trail Ride song on the radio.
I know.
Who the two
Thank
biggest
you.
Southern Soul artists right now?
Two biggest Southern Soul artists.
803 Fresh, King George.
That's right.
Both of them used to be rappers.
And they both from the same camp. Let me tell you about George, because I don't really know 803, but George is one of the most coolest, humble brothers you want to meet. Trust me when I tell you this. King George is one of us.
Yeah.
When I say one of us, he keep it real. He keep it real. See what I'm saying? Regardless of how much money he done made,
Cause they say he making it.
brother.
They say he charging rapper numbers for the shows.
Hey, but look, he delivered though.
Yeah.
He coming with a live band. He's very humble and he's soulful and he can really sing.
And he independent.
And he independent.
And I'm going to get me a vocal coach tomorrow.
Yeah, believe that. So shout out to the homie KG. You know it's all love and respect, baby.
King George. Now we done had we done had what's your boy name?
The King of Trail Ride Blues.
The King of Trail Ride Blues. We done had him on here.
Jeter Jones.
Jeter
yeah.
Jones. Shout out to Jeter. Hey
Yeah,
Jeter.
shout out to Jeter, 100.
And Jeter had the best performance. I'm thinking Crystal Thomas gonna come, come.
Oh, that's my girl.
You think she gonna come?
I think she gonna come for the best performance though.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
girl.
You think so?
Yeah, cause she a great performer.
You for real? And then I'm gonna perform my Trail Ride song.
And look at here, man. Speaking of Crystal Thomas, I put this song out called Thank God. And that's the first person that came to my mind, man, because I wanted a little soulful sound to it. I was rapping it even before I put it out in the studio. And shouts out to the little homie Mojo. But it make the long story short, man. He got Crystal to come over and sing on the song, on my rap.
Yeah.
And we never was in the studio together on this. Thank God. You can go on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you go is out there. Thank God. Jabba Jaws featuring Crystal Thomas. And she was so soulful, man. When I heard it, the first time I heard it, people had heard it before I heard it. A couple of my partners told me, man, I heard Crystal on your song because they be in the studio.
Yeah.
And that ain't something I do. So Mojo sent me the record. I listened to the record. I said, man, yeah, put that out. We dropping that. That's how that went with me and Crystal Thomas. We never been in the studio together.
Mojo good, man.
And she's so soulful, man. And she's so humble. And let me tell you something. Jewberry always teaches me that's my baby.
You think that's your child? I'm saying that you maybe think that's some child. So what was going on back in the 70s and 80s? I don't know.
Nah, he think that's my woman. No,
man. I don't know that. Hey, Jab, these women love aunts. You better watch yourself. These women love aunts. And then you put your leg on the table, they're going to be calling you on the first. They is going to call you on the first. I swear for Lord.
It's a
I remember. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like around the city. It's like a saying going around. They said the city ain't been the same since Jab stopped ending his shows with it.
Jesus love.
The Jesus
love. Man, I was say thank God.
Ever since that you just stopped, they say crime has been up and the city ain't been right since then.
Yeah, it's all love. I've seen that, man, and I appreciate everybody for your love and support. And and I'm smart enough and understand to know that everybody don't care for me. Yeah. But you ain't gotta like me, but you're gonna respect me.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because I respect the music game and this, that, and that. And I did that song out of respect for my homeboy, Troy Wayne Masanto, man. He played football. We was on the same team in high school, and he got hit. And he wound up, passing. And Vincent Williams, one of our classmates, sung that song at Troy's homegoing celebration, and it stuck with me. So after all my parties, all my shows, I ended with Jesus Love. Because at the end of the day, Jesus is love.
Can we end this show with that?
Yeah.
They gonna copyright that.
Oh, shit, God.
Lionel want his money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what that is. Shit. Now, you right.
I'm talking about who's Lionel?
Well, he may let us slide. Yeah. Once he hear this interview, he may let you slide with them.
I think it's his people. It ain't him.
Yeah. So Jab, this back of this wall, this legendary wall right here.
KoKo Pellis. I forgot all about that shit.
I told y'all bring your KoKo's pictures, but yeah, that KoKo Pelis.
Yeah.
That I don't think we gonna ever get that part of Shreveport back.
Didn't they move to Arkansas or something?
No, it's not the same.
Oh.
Cause they got a KoKo Pelis in Florida.
It's not the same. A lot of people, copy it.
Yeah.
Often imitated but never duplicated. There'll never be another KoKo. It was designed and structured by all of us. Hold on.
Yeah.
Jew.
All of them.
Black. No, I'm over here doing the interview, and I had to take your call because you called me twice. What we got?
Oh, don't do the interview. I was just I thought you was at the house.
All right, well, I'm going to circle back to you.
All right, baby.
Hey, Drew Barry.
Who that is?
You don't worry about who it is. You don't worry about it. Drew Barry, when you going to come on the podcast?
Oh, a podcast? You talking about being on a podcast?
Yeah, you was on the podcast right now.
Okay, well, put me on there. Put me on that podcast.
Well, come on then. But come on then. We can
Put the jury on, man.
He said, got to put the jury on first.
put the jury on and come on.
All right, Black, I'm going to circle back. All right, later.
All right, I want to ask you this: with you being such a spiritual man, how do you separate that from your job? Working in nightclubs and whatnot.
Because God got it. Ain't nobody perfect. I don't claim to be. I ain't no church guy. I'm a church guy, but I ain't no church guy, if you know what I mean. I still make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect, man.
Because KoKo is one tempting place.
I swear to God.
It was designed.
Yeah.
It was designed, man. Let me tell you something. The good, bad, and ugly. It was all in KoKo. We done did it all, man. Ain't nothing we ain't did in KoKo's.
Because I was telling my brother, it seemed like when you go on KoKo's, all the women look good. Even the women you know ugly. But when you see them KoKo's, they going to be looking good.
Yeah, the lights. It's all about the lights. We kept it dark. We kept it psychedelic colors and with the fog machine. It was all about the lights, man. And then, you get 2 or 3 sips of that whatever you drinking or whatever you doing, we just gonna keep it real. And it was designed to entertain, man, and it was to court you back then, and it still is to this day in its own little way. It was a trendsetter. And it wasn't just Jabba Jaws, Baby, 3 Feet. Man, there's so many different DJs that we had on the team. See, it take a team to make it work.
Yeah, and
ain't no I, me, and no business. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even in the hustle business, you can't hustle by yourself. You got to go get it from somewhere.
Nowadays, you better hustle by yourself or you're going to jail.
Well, yeah, it's too much technology now, man. Yeah. But make the long story short, man, it was designed as an entertainment deal, you know, not just with the concerts, but even when they won a show, the people were still entertained. We had one of the top DJs, DJ Love, DJ Chico, B Smooth, Bo Wanky, Cool Mark, Beezy, Jabba Jaws. Can't forget Tiger Boo.
Don't you ever forget Tiger Boo.
3 feet. I'm just naming them, man. We had a umbrella of people, so when one couldn't be there, the other one fill in. You see what I'm saying? We kept it going, and believe it or not, it was formatted. A lot of people don't understand. You got to format, and I share this with the world. You got to entertain the women.
Yeah.
If ain't no women in there, y'all ain't coming.
Man, I ain't lying.
That's what I be telling the artists. Stop chasing these men and chase the women, because the men chase the men down whatever with the women down with.
Come on, man.
But you know KoKo's closed, and it's been a rumor going around that it was closed because the time Youngboy went in there. Is there any truth to that?
No, sir. No truth at all.
Okay, he being modest. What fucked it up?
What fuck KoKo's up? Why it ain't KoKo's anymore?
Yeah.
Because it ran for 18 years, and after that, the attendance started falling off. When the attendance fall off, because you done it for 18 years. Yeah. So when the attendance started falling off, the money fall off. When the money fall off, people fall out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then a lot of other, black clubs popped up too.
Yeah, a lot of smaller clubs popped up, and with the everything going on, and like I said, a lot of different things that go on that people have no knowledge of, and at the end of the day, it was all about the money, man.
Because we had a friend of ours. He was trying to buy KoKo's, but some reason it didn't go through. And he
was this close,
and someone else ended up getting it.
Yeah, it's all about the money.
Yeah. Cause he had the money, didn't it?
Yeah, man. The wife had the money, trust me. But he got on social media and got the boasting and bragging
before the deal was structured.
Don't
talk about it. Just be about it. A lot of times you talk yourself out of it because you tell too much.
Because at the end of the day, you think these politicians and all this stuff is not gonna look into your background, and you trying to get this down here by this water, and your significant other is of that color, and they got the bag, but instead of letting her put her face there, you had to boast and brag about it.
Well, I like Tim Hook. Tim Hook a cool guy to me. He give back to the community and whatnot.
Yeah, Tim's solid.
Yeah, he ain't a bad guy.
People have their views. People say this and say this, and I'm going to be real with everybody. Tim's solid.
Yeah.
And when I say that, because you have to respect it, man. Once you know how a person is and what they're all about, it's on you if you decide if you want to ride or not ride. But at the end of the day, Tim is a businessman.
And at the end of the day, people be thinking his moves be personal, but it don't be personal, it be business.
It be straight business. And I can tell y'all that, because with it being said, and I'm going to just keep it all the way real, Tim is one of the reasons why we had KoKo Pellis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wasn't all about, okay, so what part Chad played?
Chad was more of a financial backer. Chad went and got the bread.
Okay. Then.
Tim structured the deal. A lot of people don't know. I'm going to just keep it real with everybody. Because there's so many people out there, like you said, people going to say what they want to say, but I don't have time to play these games. I don't have time to fake on nobody. We're going to keep it real. Tim's solid. Tim was solid. And it ain't about the black and white when it comes to Tim, because let me just keep it real with everybody. And hear me when I tell y'all that. Tim is about business. Tim's a businessman. He have more than just clubs. He doing a whole lot of other things, and he's about that business. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? People that try to pull you down is because they want to be where you at. Okay. One thing about this market, and let's just keep it all the way solid, and I hate to say it, but then again, I don't hate to say it. We have a crawfish mentality right here. Shreveport is more of a clique city, man. Mm-hmm. If you ain't a part of this clique or that clique, then they go against you in any kind of way they can. Long as you doing what they want you to do and following their lead, you the best thing going. By the time you decide that you're going to do something different to break off and do your own thing, they have a problem with that. You see what I'm saying? You stand on your own. We got too many followers, man, and not enough leaders. And like I said, I've done business with Tim Hook and still do business with Tim Hook.
Yeah.
I do business with everybody. They'll tell you, look at him, man, I don't set trend. I don't set trip. I set trends. And
they
when
call
I say
me
that,
friendly for it.
And when I say that, you know, we all gonna have differences, but that don't mean you should fall out because me and Shawty have different. Because me and Shawty may make back up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all brothers, y'all may fall out, and then Leroy down the street want to ride with you and not knowing y'all brothers, and then time y'all make back up, Leroy looking crazy.
Now, Jab, between me and him, it's not like that. We fall out, my homeboy's gonna whoop his ass. I'm gonna let him.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's crazy around here.
That's what that is.
I don't claim you know.
But let me say this, and man, and I'm gonna just keep it always solid with y'all. You know, again, Shreveport biggest problem to me. That's why, you know, I ride alone, man. I'm down. And I respect people and I respect they doing because I'm down with everybody. As long as you doing, you know, what I feel is right. Ain't nobody perfect. Let's keep that understood. I'm not perfect. I ain't finna sit on here and fake like I'm perfect. Because I'm not. And I don't claim to be. But at the end of the day, Tim is a businessman. We've done business together. We still do business together on certain little things. And then on the cool, a lot of people side and don't even be knowing what's going on. They just go by they say. The two biggest lies in the world, if y'all ain't heard nothing else I said, y'all hear this. The two biggest lies in this world is they said and I heard.
They said, I heard.
And y'all run with it.
Yeah.
You don't look into it. You don't weigh it out. And then them same people you go against, them same people got you going against them. Then when they make up, they want you to fall in line.
Mm-hmm.
Get off the gas before you crash.
All right, let me ask you this. What's your most memorable moment live on air while you was broadcasting?
Most memorable moment live on air is when we did the switch change. We went from low wattage to a 50,000 watt deal, and that was back in the day at 99.7 KMJJ. Before it became 99.7 KMJJ, it was 100.1.
Yeah.
A small little wattage station, more like a, you know, low frequency station. If you go in the Cooper Road, you probably couldn't hear it. Just depending on where you're at. And then they transitioned to a 50,000 watt station. DJ Darryl was on the billboard. We were promoting, and that was just a rememberable moment, man, because the media, everybody was in tune into it. You know what I mean? And one of the biggest promotions we did, and I'd share this here with y'all because it's memorable, we gave away $100,000.
Damn, man, Wild Wolf.
Yeah, where you was?
No, I ain't that old. Stop playing.
We gave away $100,000. If y'all didn't think that phone was ringing, mother blowing that line up,
Yeah.
and guess what they got? The candy bar.
Yeah.
$100,000.
What year that was? I think I remember that on the radio.
Yeah, the candy bar. They get $100,000. Yeah.
But guess what it did?
But we gave away $100,000.
It boosted the numbers.
It boosted ratings. It's all about the numbers, man. That's what it's about to this day. To this day, it's all about numbers, man. Numbers don't lie.
You ain't lying. Numbers do not lie.
I know, and you've also worked with major names like Master P and Kevin Gates. What did you take away from those experiences?
Well, P, Gates, the people I had relationship with, they were solid. And what I learned from P, man, P was all about doing what he say. And he did what he said. P used to come to Shreveport, man, in a little old van, man. Had his brothers in there. They was out there street hustling, man, selling CDs and water and everything else. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying?
Why No Limit never had the many concerts here then?
Well, again, it's all about the investment.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
I remember one time when Super Save Sunday was going on.
Yeah.
I know you remember Lil KK.
Yeah.
He told me P was about to sign him, but he didn't have enough music. He said he needed more music.
Well, I don't know what their situation was because I don't get on that side of it. I'm more of a marketing and promotions. But even with the Super Safe Sunday, that was a proposal that I wrote and submitted it to the city of Shreveport, and they decided to roll with it. It was designed to give us somewhere to go, give us an alternative. Back then, everywhere you went, they ran your way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even when you weren't doing anything. See what I'm saying? And I wrote the proposal to the city of Shreveport, presented it to the mayor, and he said, let's try it. And we tried it, and we had success. And to this day, Super Safe Sunday, one of the biggest events we had in this city. And what's so crazy, after one of the Super Safe Sundays, we had an altercation that wasn't even at the Super Safe Sunday. It was down the street, across the street, and they blamed it on the Super Safe Sunday.
That was them.
Nah,
Yeah.
but that boy was a little baby. That was Nardo. Them.
Yeah.
My other little brother.
Nah,
that
they
was
weren't them because they was criminal. Nah, they was
Yeah.
fighting, but they ain't do the situation you was
And
talking.
it's the circle of the wagon, fellas. When I say that, it's coming back around, man. People starting to do some other things and get the people involved. The biggest problem in our city for a while was we didn't have anywhere to go, nothing to do. And it brings on us one to hang out on the corner, Greenwood Road and Jewella, because on the cool, the folks that own the business up there, they ain't give a damn. They getting money. And so we came up with the concept, shot the proposal to the city. A lot of times, if you just put some thought into things and submit some things, a lot of things could change as well. You got to put it on paper, man. You can talk about it all day.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? Submitted it to the city. They said, let's try it. We did about 4 or 5 of them. And what's so cool, and if y'all were there, man, these things average anywhere from 10 to 15,000 people.
Yeah, I was there.
I wasn't there. I was living in Atlanta.
Yeah. We brought artists out.
Yeah.
We did the South End Zone of Independence Stadium. We had stuff out there for the kids, spacewalks and jumps and basketball goals and everything else. But we had adult entertainment on the inside. A lot of people don't understand. In order to get the family out, you got to go out to Mama and Papa. Kids gonna come regardless.
Yeah, they gonna come.
But you have to do things to get the adult out.
And there was a collaboration between both of the radio stations, wasn't
Yeah, everybody was involved.
it?
It was a joint effort. When I wrote the proposal, and I'm not tooting my horn, I'm just keeping it real. It was designed to get the people out, to get the city involved, and bring families out. See what I'm saying? But mainly the young people. But you had to bring artists to bring the parents out. Like I said, the kids was gonna come whether someone was there or not.
Yeah.
You can throw a party right now, and all them children gonna pop up.
Yeah.
You want to get their parents involved. That would make it family, man.
And also, like you said, there was a lot of artists that came down here. A lot of artists at the beginning of their career. I remember back then, Shreveport was like a place where up and coming artists would come.
And they blow up here.
Yeah,
Tell the truth.
Yeah,
That's right.
Shreveport will blow you the fuck up.
Why that doesn't happen anymore like it used to?
Because with the culture now, you can blow yourself up with social media and everything else. It's all about what you put in it. Back then, we didn't have all them avenues. Now, man, they got so many avenues. They don't need the radio, the TV, or anything. Y'all shooting videos all day. Motherfucker go viral on a video they shot at home.
On their phone.
On their phone.
I went viral a couple times.
See what I mean? But what you gonna do after that?
I had started doing drugs, Jab. I'm just gonna be real with you.
I understand. Back in the day, I used to do drugs too.
I just started
No
doing
seeds, no sticks.
You feel me? Now, Jab. Now, Jab, you was on that good.
That's right, California.
I was on that stuff that make you fly. Well,
really?
make you think you're flying.
But
But nah, I ain't had to go that route.
Before you leave out, I want to ask you about your relationship with E40.
40.
Yeah.
That's my dog. I call him right now. He answer.
Yeah.
Call him right now.
But let me tell you about 40, man. Real talk. 40 nephew, 40 cousin, rather, not nephew. His cousin, well, I was down in Grambling, and I used to DJ all the Grambling parties back in the day. And his nephew, I keep saying nephew, but it's his cousin, Ramon, turned me on the 40 song. It was called Tired of Being Stepped On by The Click.
Yeah.
See, 40 had a group called The Click. Before it was E40, it was The Click. And they had a song called Tired of Being Stepped On. And it talked about racism and how they treat us as blacks. And to this day, they still doing it. They just be cool about it. Mm-hmm. But it ain't cool. See what I'm saying? And the song had a message in it that everybody needed to hear. So I started playing the song. And Ramon turned me on to the song. And I was playing the song. He called 40. 40 was on the west side. And he realized we were playing the song because the song got big back in the day. That's when rap wasn't even popping back then. But the message was good. So what happened was we built a relationship and started talking back and forth on the phone. He came down here several times, too many times to count, hanging out, doing parties, the clubs, the whole 100 yards. We just built a relationship. And to this day, we still have one, man.
Okay, yeah,
Real
go
talk.
call him.
All right.
Call 40 see if he answers.
He won't be a
Call
fan.
E40.
I'm tired of being
We don't make this up, homeboy.
Yeah, what you talking about? Yeah, just so y'all know. You heard me? This is El Capitan.
Call E40.
How you think you gonna answer the phone?
What's up, young weebilization? Oh, we can't talk while he doing this because it won't call.
It's calling. Trying to get a signal up in here. We ain't gonna fake on you.
You might not get no signal in this motherfucker. I told you.
All right, well, hold on. We got another way of doing it. My headphone just went out. I can hear myself now. Hold on.
Okay, you can hear yourself.
But make the long story short, it's about relationship, man. Even when 40 started his liquor company, you know, he reached out and we marketing and coming up suggesting ideas, kind of went through the deal because it was hard trying to get in Louisiana and Texas, you know, because of, and just keeping it real, because of who he was.
Was he black?
You see what I'm saying? And 40 just kept on keeping on. And I look at him now. See what I'm saying? Well, God got you, can't stop. See what I'm saying? And 40 is just a cool kind of guy, man. I don't care how rich he is. He's straight up humble. He's always taking out time for people. You ain't gonna see him walking by you like he don't know you and all this and that. He's just solid, man. That's why God blessing him.
So you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. So is your relationship like kind of the reason why he kind of took a liking to Lava House?
Well, he liked the music.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It really had nothing to do with my relationship. 40, like I say, he just keep it real.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He liked the music. And not only that, man, he just that kind of guy, man. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's straight up. Yeah, he's straight up. Like when him and Too Short did the thing on the video. Remember they did a shot when they was going back and forth?
Yeah.
And
shot the verses.
Yeah, the verse, all that. 40 acknowledged Shreveport, Jabba Jaws, the whole 100 yards, and he didn't have to do that. I ain't asking for it. I didn't even see it till somebody told me about it.
Yeah,
They sent it to me.
When I seen it, that's what made you ask him.
No, I've been new.
Oh,
So and like I said, yeah, you got me trying to call him. I don't be no bugaboo now. I ain't gonna call nobody no 2-3 times. That's just a real damn emergency. You know what I'm saying?
I just be fucking around.
Shouts out to the homie Earl Stevens. Make sure y'all get that liquor, man. I mean everything, champagne, wine, whatever you want. Get your mind bad. And he got that food too. Yeah. So check it out, Earl Stevens.
Yeah.
That's the name of E40 liquor.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So who did look? We're gonna have to put some Earl Stevens on the table.
Yeah.
Shout out E40.
Yeah, I got one more question because I know you got to go.
Damn, I should have brought some with me. I wasn't thinking. I didn't know we were gonna get this in depth with the interview.
Say, man, look, it ain't my business. I just know about it.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about 50 Cent coming to the city and giving it new life?
Well, it's business.
Yeah.
I feel like he gonna generate business. He gonna generate money. And even with that, man, I have pictures in my phone. And let me tell you, this is a true story because we keeping it real on this podcast. When 50 came down here to do his first movie, right?
Yeah.
Just before everybody knew who 50 was. My son, Lil J, was a little bitty boy. And I ain't gonna lie to Soundfly. I got the pictures in here, but I don't be posting all that and calling 50. Man, remember me? My son worried me to be on the set. He wanted to meet 50 Cent. And I called my connect in California. God know I don't be lying. I ain't got time to be up here playing. I called my connect in California. Only 2 people on the set with 50 was me and Lil J. Lil J was a little bitty boy. And I told 50 back then, I said, it's something about you, bro. I know you got it, da. When 50 came to KoKo Pellis, it was on the hookup. It was on the relationship. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, as time go on, people go do different things, and 50 is 50, and I'm still here doing my thing, and 50 about to do some things in this city. I'm telling y'all, it's been to be some big business, man, with these movies. People going to be coming here. People going to be investing in here, and it takes a little time. Everybody thinking they're supposed to just
have them overnight.
Yeah, it don't go like that.
And Jam,
sometimes we got to go in the valley to get to the top, man. You see what I'm saying? And he's already bought buildings, and he's gonna do some things. They already in the process of putting some things together. It's gonna bring revenue. All you gotta do is get out there and get in on it. You ain't gotta kiss his ass and be up all up under him. Cause when he bring motherfuckers to town, they gonna want to go eat. They gonna want to go shop. They want to go do this, that, and that, and that. You got to be in position to put yourself in position. See what I'm saying? The biggest problem with a lot of people, they sit back and wait on somebody to do something for them.
When you should go do it yourself.
Or they ain't got no.
Even when 50 come here and open up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clubs, that means he gonna bring a whole lot of people. Guess what? If you got a club and your club banging, them people gonna leave 50 club and come to your club. You gonna get some money. You got a hair store. You got a shop. You got this, that, and that. You got transportation service. Y'all need to be trying to get y'all some Ubers and some other transportation because people gonna be flowing in and out of here. As a matter of fact, let's go on the record. I don't know when this gonna air, but they're bringing the classic back to Shreveport. Gramblin's gonna play here Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Come out the Shreveport Classic?
Yes.
Do.
Guess what? Opportunity to get money. 50 finna bring money. Even with the deals with him in the city, this, that, and that. Keep in mind, he ain't owning those buildings. He's leasing those buildings. And if he see where he ain't making no money, he a businessman.
He gonna abandon them.
He gonna get the ABC you. Because for what they giving it to him for, man, he can write them a check today and don't lose no sleep.
Man, it's crazy.
Get behind him. And I have to keep it all the way real since we keeping it real. When 50 came here and did his little thing, you know, they put together a committee of people. You see what I'm saying? But 50 relied on other people to do that. You feel what I'm saying? 50 don't come in. That's why he hire people. He have a staff. He have other people to do it. A lot of people like, man, you ain't get in on nothing. They ain't put you in on nothing. No, I didn't go searching for it and running behind it because it's going to come back around anyway. See what I'm saying? And man, I know you're upset. Man, I'm not upset about nothing. Because guess what? The Human and Harmony weekend, Jabba made some money.
Yeah. Like why do people do that? They try to.
Shit.
Why people find themselves doing it, trying to make you upset about it?
Well, that's where it come in at. They try to put you against certain things and certain people because they like that. They like that tension. They like to go back. A lot of people feed off you to hoping you say something, so they can just run back and say it and run back and post it. I salute anybody out there getting money, anybody that's gonna help somebody. And like I said, no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. Neither one of y'all are perfect. We just got to keep it real, man, and work together how we need to work together. If they don't want to work with you, fine. Work around them. Still get yours. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? I wasn't invited. The only thing I was invited for the Human and Harmony, and that was a radio interview with Big Ant on 99.7, and I'm on 102.1. What'd that tell you?
Yeah.
About the history of Shreveport hip-hop.
Yeah.
I got pictures in my phone, man. I don't make this up.
For real.
50 was throwing football with my son. He was, 7, 8, 9 years old. Now guess where he at now? At the age of 25. Yeah. Offense coordinator for Calvary Baptist Academy, 3-time state champion. The same little kid that worried his daddy to go out there. That's why I said Jabba the company, Lil J still the boss.
You feel me? On my mama. That's how they rock. That's how they work.
And he also coaching in the UFL.
UFL?
Yeah, UFL for the San Antonio Brahmas.
Say, look, Jab, look.
So that's what I'm saying.
This shit crazy.
50 is going to help the city.
But you got to work.
You got to put in the work. And you can't wait on 50 to do everything for you.
You got to already be prepared for when the opportunity presents itself.
Come on, man. I know people that know him that be with him all day, but I ain't no ass kiss. I don't call people, man, plug me in with 50, man, get me in with 50, da-da-da. When I see him, we'll have that conversation. I ain't going looking for him. Yeah. Because guess what? He looking for the same thing we looking for.
Money.
At the end of the day. Yeah. And I respect it. So big up to 50 and everybody else in the camp. Shouts out to my homie Gerard Durden. Yeah. Yeah, that's the realtor.
Yeah, I've been trying to reach out to him.
Well, we can reach out to him. Yeah. I'm gonna plug you in.
I appreciate it.
Me and Gerard go way back, even before 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna call you a living legend. I'm gonna call you El Capitan.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we appreciate you for joining us, man. I know this is, like you said, you don't usually do this.
So we blessed right now.
I don't think I'm all that, and I know I'm not, but I know I'm blessed, and to the point where, like I said, I respect your hustle, homie. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Everybody be calling me about trying to come do this and do that. It's not that I think I'm all that. It's just that, you know, what's understood don't have to be explained. I don't do it for people to like or dislike. It don't fade me whether you like it or not.
Right, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I put my pants on just like the next man. You got to get out there and get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
And I respect your hustle. Like I told you, I got a call from California
Yeah.
about you. I ain't know the hell they were talking about. They were talking about you.
he like that because people don't
that's the
talk
truth.
about him.
One
so
thing
he like that.
One more thing crossed my mind. When y'all was supposed to been booked Bison Tiller at KoKo's and it ended up being a scam or something. What happened with that?
I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't know nothing about it. And that's on God.
Tell him, Judge, that ain't my business.
Everything that went through KoKo, Pellis, that necessarily went through us. You can go rent KoKo's and book your own shit. You ain't got to wait on nobody to
For
do
real?
it. You can go book venues now and bring people here.
Because them women was highly upset when that happened because he was on fire at the time.
Yeah, but whatever happened, I don't know what happened, so I can't speak on it. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't believe in saying something about something I don't know nothing about.
I remember you said some of this. You was like, why they just ain't get in contact? Ask you to get in contact with the people, or going through somebody that actually got connections instead of just.
Well, let me just cut you off and say what I just said a minute ago. A lot of time people want to put themselves in a position and they feel like, oh, he already got it. He already up there. I'm trying to get book him. That's what they really be saying in their own way. A lot of times, a lot of promoters be trying to outshine each other. Then they wonder why they don't continue to grow and go. See what I'm saying? And if it's a win-win-win, then everybody will play the game, man. And what I don't like is janky promoters.
Yeah.
Waiting to see what the dough gonna do.
Yeah, man. This is a legendary episode of That Ain't My Business.
But let's talk about it.
I'm your boy Nesto the Dunn, your favorite co-host coming out this Ratchet City where they got all emotion.
Man, go ahead, Jab. I'm gonna let you go.
And I just want to say thank y'all, man. And sometimes, I just come in and vent a little bit and on the cool. Everything I say be real. We ain't gonna fake on nobody. We just gonna keep it real. Whether you like it or not, it don't fade me at all. At the end of the day, it is what it is. What's understood don't have to be explained. I want to commend y'all for doing what y'all doing, man. And y'all keep on keeping on. Other than that, I'm going to do what the devil won't do.
You hear me?
Leave y'all alone.
So we out here.
Already.
This ain't my business, but
it is my business.
That ain't my business, but let's talk about it. And I'm gonna tell you what I think and what I thought about it.